Joining us.
Traffic barriers, lane closures, speed reductions. Our KCBD Investigates team has received a number of complaints from Lubbock residents about road construction across the city, including some of our busiest streets.
KCBD News Channel 11's investigative reporter Shaylee Kidwell took our viewers' questions to the people who are in charge of the projects. She has answers in tonight's Traffic Troubles.
Teresa Stevens is used to directing traffic inside the Cast Iron Grill, but not outside of her restaurant.
Our guests complain about it a lot. We have no control over it, obviously.
The Cast Iron Grill is on 19th Street near I-27, where a $25 million construction project began last year.
There's no one working in this area. I think they're working, further down. If you're not working here, why block it off? Merge traffic.
The Texas Department of Transportation's 3.3-mile project stretches from I-27 to Memphis Avenue.
Going down 19th is a nightmare. We've all done it. It's awful. I avoid it. If I avoid it and I own a business here, what are other people thinking?
Daryl Holland owns the Cactus Theater off of 19th Street and Buddy Holly Avenue. Holland says 19th Street near his business has looked like this for months.
It seems like there's long stretches where there's no activity, but yet it's torn up, blockaded off, barricaded.
Holland says the touring acts who perform here at the Cactus need alley access so they can load and unload equipment near the stage doors.
A big tour bus has to have area. They need these multiple lanes to swing out.
Holland has a suggestion.
We just hope that they would put resources into smaller segments. If it gets torn up, see that through, finish that segment, then go on, as opposed to tearing up a mile plus at a time.
What Daryl said, he's absolutely correct. Just do them in sections instead of blocking off all of 19th Street.
We took their suggestions to Diana Asensio with TxDOT.
Why doesn't TxDOT start and finish maybe one section before moving to mile 2 or mile 3? Why all at the same time?
In this particular project, we did start work on the eastern end there by I-27 and Avenue Q, and then we skipped the middle section between Avenue Q and University. We did work between University and Memphis Avenue. So it was not a continuous 3-mile stretch.
The goal of this 19th Street project is to update the drainage system, sidewalks, and traffic signals. Asensio says the city asked them to update the water lines, which has slowed down the project.
Every time the contractor does come across a utility, an unknown utility, we have to reach out to the city for them to come out and take a look.
Asensio says it's still on track to wrap up in the summer of 2025. As work continues on 19th Street, TxDOT has launched a $9.8 million improvement project on Avenue Q.
And why are we starting all of these projects and not finishing them first before we start another one?
The Avenue Q project, we did move the letting date for that project forward because there was some federal funding involved that if it was not used by a certain time frame, then that funding was going to go away.
This project will make repairs to and resurface the road, upgrade sidewalks, ADA ramps and traffic signals, and add pedestrian bulb outs at the crosswalks. It will also add lighting between I-27 and 50th Street. Asensio says the project's estimated completion date is March of 2024. We asked people who live and work in Northeast Lubbock what they think about the road projects.
Nerve-wracking.
Annoying.
Annoying.
Progress and growth. One day Lubbock will be up there with the bigger cities like Dallas, maybe San Antonio. We're getting there slowly, day by day.
Very frustrating. I commute even to and from school, so it's just getting a headache. Just getting into class in the morning is just a headache.
How often are you encountering construction?
A lot. And now when is it going to be done? That's the question.
TxDOT can't answer that question when it comes to the reconstruction of the US 87 Farm to Market Road 41 intersection. In 2021, TxDOT hired Lubbock-based Allen Butler Construction for the $21.6 million project that included a new bridge, entrance and exit ramps, turnarounds, and safety lighting. Those crews halted work months ago. Allen Butler Construction says it did not abandon the project, but declined to comment further and directed us to TxDOT. Asensio says after several months of no work or progress being made on the project, TxDOT formally asked the contractor to return to work. She says Alan Butler's crews did not, so TxDOT exercised options included in the contract to remove them from the project. Asensio says the surety company is responsible for obtaining a new contractor who will conduct a thorough inspection of the work up to this point and continue where Alan Butler's crews left off. Alan Butler Construction confirmed it is still handling the City of Lubbock's $12.79 million project on 114th Street from Indiana Avenue to Quaker Avenue. That project's anticipated completion date is early 2024. We also checked in on the Loop 88 project. Asensio says despite being behind schedule, the first two phases are still on track to be completed by 2026. These Lubbock residents and business owners say they support road improvements, but the timelines and work zones need to be tightened up.
And I understand progress. Man, I get it. It's just not being done in a timely manner. And I have to do my job in a timely manner every single day. And so I think other people should be held accountable for that also.
Shaylee Kidwell, KCBD, investigates.